Good evening. I'm Alison Kuykendall, Gregori's college counselor. Thank you for viewing this virtual presentation to help you prepare for your seniors college application season. After the presentation, I will be live to answer any questions you may still have. Of course, if they are personal questions specific to your situation, you may want to email me or use the bookings link on the Gregori College and Career webpage. Keep in mind that things are changing daily at the collegiate level, so please make sure you are looking at the Senior Schoology College page and college websites. You may also contact college admissions representatives for the most current and up-to-date information. Please use the Schoology Senior College page code to join my college information page so that you will know what I am communicating to your senior. On this page, I share tutorials and information about college application workshops, FAFSA, scholarships, college rep visits, and more. You can also follow me on Instagram for general college announcements or see the school's college and career webpage. An important guide that all seniors received is the Senior College Planning Calendar. This resource is also in Schoology. It is a month-by-month list of all college-related tasks so that students will know what to do and when to do it. I'm hoping that this resource makes the college application process less overwhelming by breaking down all steps into manageable chunks. Please look at it monthly and check in with your child to see if they are on track. I recently spoke with every senior in their government class about the information I am sharing with you this evening. I have posted the link to the student presentation in Schoology, and it is on the school website as well. Every senior has been evaluated by their academic counselor for college readiness. If they are on track for a four-year school, they should know. Every four-year college and university has their minimum requirements for student admission. The A through G list is required for the CSU and UC campuses. It works for most private and out-of-state colleges as well. Keep in mind, however, that many colleges, and even certain majors, have their own minimums. For example, many engineering majors at selective and highly selective colleges are required to have already completed calculus in order to be admitted. While the A through G requirements meet the minimum for California public universities, students need to research colleges outside of California to which they want to apply and make sure they are meeting that school's specific requirements. While colleges do not ever accept D's or F's, sometimes students think that because college applications are due before the end of first semester of senior year, that senior grades don't count. The truth is, every grade from all 4 years counts. If a senior earns a D or F in senior year, the admission to the college they accepted will be rescinded or canceled. Please encourage your senior to stay motivated and earn good grades. Due to government restrictions on public gatherings, SAT and ACT test sittings have been limited. In response, over 2/3 of American universities are now test optional, and some are even test blind. All CSUs and UCs are test blind for the class of 2022. Students have been advised to check testing requirements on college admissions websites to clarify expectations. So how many colleges should students really apply to? Honestly, that answer varies per student and family. However, I recommend that every student apply broadly. Apply across the 4 levels of schools. Lottery schools, the Ivy Leagues and Stanford, who no matter who you are, what your grades are, or what you've accomplished, admit such a small percent of applicants that you can equate it to winning the lottery. There is no explanation as to who they admit. For example, Stanford denies 97% of the students who apply. If a student makes it into the 3% who were admitted, it's like winning the lottery. Reach schools are still extremely difficult to get into. These are often students' dream schools, and require the highest level of academic, extracurricular, and community successes to be admitted. Target schools are those that a student is likely to be admitted to because they have completed beyond the minimum entrance requirements and have successes that are on track with other students they have admitted. Yes, yes, yes schools are those schools that meet the following. Yes, the student likes the school. Yes, it is affordable for the student and their family. And yes, the student can get in. Often, these schools are in California, like our local CSU, but they don't have to be. Students can still have a triple yes school and go out of state. Students must pay attention to application deadlines, as colleges do not accept late applications. For all UC and CSU campuses, the deadline is November 30th. Those students should submit their applications well in advance of this deadline to avoid last-minute technical and internet issues. For all other schools, including in-state private colleges, check each school's individual deadline. They range from as early as October to as late as February. Those students must request that all supporting material, like secondary school reports, transcripts, and letters of recommendation, are sent from Gregori by December 3rd, as there will be no one to send these materials over winter break. Students can complete college applications independently, but if they would feel more comfortable with some guidance, then they can sign up in Schoology to attend my application workshops. The Common Application, the UC application, and many private and out-of-state school applications are open now. The CSU will open its application on October 1st. The UC application requires applicants to complete personal insight questions, and most private and out-of-state colleges have personal statement questions. These are a major part of the application, especially with the removal of test scores, that allow colleges to learn about students who are applying to their campus. Students can and should start working on them now. I have posted these questions in Schoology, along with information on how to access free writing workshops and materials to guide essay writing. I also have college essay writing books in the Career Center that students may borrow. CSU campuses do not require any type of written statement for their applications. Community colleges are a great option for many students for many different reasons. Students who want to save money or ease into college close to home, or who want career training can do this at a community college for little to no cost to them. Students can also start taking classes tuition-free while in high school. This is called dual enrollment. For more information on dual enrollment, contact Ariana Ovalle, our school's career navigator. California community colleges now offer up to 2 years of free tuition for students who would not otherwise qualify for financial aid, as determined by completing the FAFSA or the California DREAM Act applications. Students wanting to take advantage of this need to apply to MJC for fall of 2022, complete all steps of enrollment, complete their FAFSA or Cal DREAM Act applications no later than March 2nd, and enroll in 12 units or more. The tuition charges may appear on the student's account, but they do not need to be paid for the student to take and complete classes in the fall semester. Once the semester is completed, with the student passing the classes, the tuition will be credited to the account. Keep in mind, students will still have fees that they need to pay each semester in order to register for the next semester. In order to receive the second year of free tuition, students must remain in good academic standing, which means passing all of their classes each semester. Keep in mind, this option is only available to new MJC students. However, dual enrollment credits and AP credits do not affect this status. Only college-level classes that are taken after graduating high school will count towards being a new student. Mrs. Brazil, the registrar, is the person you must contact if you need transcripts sent to the schools to which you've applied. However, most CSUs and UCs do not want transcripts when students apply. Sometimes they will ask for a mid-year transcript, but otherwise, they often only ask for a final transcript after students have graduated. Some out-of-state schools will require transcripts, so you will need to contact Mrs. Brazil to have them sent. If students are applying to a school that requires a school report or letters of recommendation, those students will contact me to have those materials sent, along with the student's transcript. Every senior will receive an unofficial transcript in their school email after senior rankings are complete, which is usually mid-September. When applying to colleges, students will be asked to enter a personal email. They should not use their school email address, as these addresses will be deleted after graduation. Students should create a personal email specifically for college applications and correspondence so that they can find important information quickly and easily. Once students have submitted their applications, the colleges will contact them, usually through their personal email. Students will be given instructions on how to set up their portal. While each college portal is different, the information and the way the portal is used is essentially the same. The portals show a list of missing documents or steps that the student needs to take and the due date. Financial aid information or offers will be there, the student's acceptance or denial, and eventually it is through the portal that students will accept admission to a school, pay the deposits, and complete housing applications. Once a student accepts the college they plan to attend, the student will usually close the application portal and move to a student portal. It is imperative that students check every portal weekly. If they miss a deadline for submitting required documents, colleges consider that an incomplete application and discard it. College campus visits have always been a vital piece of how students choose colleges to apply to. This year, campuses may or may not hold in-person visits. If in-person visits are not an option, then look for virtual tours on school websites. Even though it isn't quite the same, students really need to utilize the information gained in virtual tours to get a feel for the campus. College can be expensive. Be sure that you understand the cost of the education path your child is choosing and discuss this cost as a family. Parents and children need to know who is paying for what and what the terms of the agreement are. A bachelor's degree for a student who does not receive Pell Grants, Cal Grants, or work study will cost a minimum of $34,000. This is if the student lives at home while in college and attends a free community college for freshman and sophomore year, and then completes junior and senior year at CSU Stanislaus. You can see that if a student goes straight to a four-year school and lives on campus, that the cost goes up to a minimum of $120,000 for a CSU, $140,000 for a UC, and some privates can cost near $300,000. There are private schools that offer generous merit aid packages. This is a financial reward for having good grades or test scores that help to reduce the overall cost. There are also out-of-state public universities that offer the WUI, the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program, which reduces tuition costs that can result in similar costs to the cost of staying in-state. Please utilize the net price calculator that is available on every college's website that will allow you to get a pretty accurate idea of the type and amount of aid the college may offer and what the total cost will be. Students who complete the FAFSA or California Dream Act application and whose family earns an income that meets the Cal Grant income ceilings are eligible for a Cal Grant. Cal Grant A also requires that students have a Cal Grant GPA that is 3.0 or above. This GPA is listed on the student's transcript. Students who complete the FAFSA are informed of their family's estimated family contribution. Based on the estimated family contribution, some students may earn a Pell Grant. The amounts of the Cal Grant and Pell Grant vary based on a variety of factors, though the maximum possible award amounts range from approximately $5,000 to $12,000 per year for a Cal Grant A and just over $8,000 for a Pell Grant. After completing the FAFSA and sending it to the schools to which your child has applied, your child will get a financial aid award letter from the schools that have accepted them. In this letter, you will see the grants, work study, and loans offered. While grants are very helpful, they rarely cover all expenses for a student who lives on campus. A student may still have to borrow to cover living expenses of up to $14,000 to $16,000 per year for a 4-year total of $56,000 to $64,000. Of course, this amount can be reduced if the university offers institutional grants or work study. The amount can also be reduced by the student living at home or choosing to complete 2 years at a community college. Students will pay for college with savings, scholarship earnings, working, government grants, if you qualify, student loans, or money gifted from their family. Students must complete the FAFSA or the CATA to see if they qualify for grants. There will be an online webinar for assistance in completing these applications on October 12th at 5:30 p.m. I will be advertising this in Schoology. In addition to completing the FAFSA or the CATA, students may apply for scholarships. Please use reputable scholarship sites and look for scholarship information in Schoology. Naviance is an application that is used frequently for college. Everything from researching colleges, scholarships and careers, to submitting transcripts and letters of recommendation for college applications is done through Naviance. One great feature of Naviance is the scattergram. By looking at the scattergram, students can see where they sit on the chart to know their chances of admission by comparing the GPA and test scores of alumni with their own. In the next 3 slides, you will see data from our school for students who applied to CSU Stanislaus, Cornell University, and UC Davis. While the information does not identify students by name, the data includes the students from the past 10 years. On this scattergram for CSU Stanislaus, you can see that the green squares show admission, while the red X indicates a denial. When a student is logged into their Naviance account, if they have taken a PSAT or SAT, they will see a blue circle with a person inside to show where they would fall on the scattergram. If their blue person is in the middle of green squares, there is a high probability that they will be admitted. If it falls in the middle or near red X's, this is likely going to be a reach school for the student to be admitted. Using Naviance's scattergrams will help students decide to which colleges they should apply. In addition to seeing where each individual falls on the plot, you can see the average GPA and SAT scores of students from your high school who were admitted. While colleges have gone test optional, seeing the average GPA can give a good idea of admissibility. On the UC Davis scattergram, you can see blue and red diamonds. These diamonds indicate students who applied and were waitlisted. When a student is waitlisted, they have to wait and see if the space opens up for them after admitted students accept or decline their offers of admission. If a space does open up, the college will notify the student. This often occurs after the May 1st deadline, so I recommend that waitlisted students accept admission at another college while waiting to hear from the school where they were waitlisted. The red diamonds indicate students who were not offered admission from the waitlist, and the blue diamonds show students who gained admission from the waitlist. At this time, I'd like to answer a few student FAQs. Number 1, how can I get my class rank and grades for my college applications? All students will receive an official ranked transcript in their school email by mid-September. All students ranked in the top half of the class will have a ranking in the bottom notes section of the transcript, along with our class size. A student who has no ranking in this section has a GPA below the mid-50th percentile. Number 2, how do I ask for letters of recommendation if I'm applying to a private school who needs it? Please see the Letters of Recommendation Materials folder in Schoology for more information about this. But basically, you need to complete the teacher and counselor letter of recommendation forms and then ask your recommenders in person. When the recommender says they will write the letter, thank them and send them a copy of your request form via email, CC me, and then request the letter in Naviance. This gives your teacher a place to upload the letter so that I can send it to your schools. The teacher recommenders should be one from your junior year, one teacher from math science, and one from the English social science subject area. You will also need to make an appointment with your counselor to ask for a letter. Complete the counselor letter of recommendation form and bring it with you to the meeting. Counselors do not need a special link in Naviance to upload your letter, so do not request a counselor letter in Naviance. Number 3, how do I get college application fee waivers? For private schools, you must request one from the college to which you are applying when you complete your application. The school will ask me to verify that you qualify for free lunch, and if so, then I will verify the fee waiver. For CSU and UC, students will answer a series of questions in the application that will determine whether or not they will receive a fee waiver from the institution. I will post this presentation on our school website for your reference, as I know I gave you a lot of information. I can answer your general questions now, but if you have specific questions unique to your situation, then you may want to email me. Students are welcome to stop by my office before school and during lunch as well. If you feel that you need a family meeting with me to discuss specialized information, please use the booking links on the school's college and career webpage. Keep in mind that I have over 500 seniors and there's only one of me, so my calendar fills up quickly. Here's my email address if you feel you need to ask me a specific question that is unique to your situation.